Hey guys, today I wanted to give a little quick tutorial. A lot of people ask me to give them guidance on how to make printables really easily, and I have a lot of different ways that I do this, and I wanted to show you one of the favorite ways. I've written about one of the ways on my blog, and it was how I started Printables in PicMonkey and then finished them up in Microsoft Publisher. That is one way that I used to make a lot of my printables. But these days, I like to try out different formats just because I found that you can save almost any Microsoft document, either a Publisher document or a Word document or Excel document, as a PDF file, which is what you need to have to distribute a printable usually. So one of my favorite ways is to actually do it in Excel because you can make one printable and then you can change it slightly really easily and make another printable. So I'm going to kind of show you exactly what I do. I'm not going to go through the whole design part. I actually tried to walk through this a little while ago, and it takes a while to show you that just because I'm having to explain to you every little way to go. So I'm not going to start from scratch, but I will kind of show you all the different features that I added in here just so you can see an actual printable that I made and how it appears in Excel, and then how I get it to PDF, and then how I get it on the blog. So this is one of my printables. It's called a daily water tracker, and I use this as just a freebie on my blog. I'll pull it up right now, so anybody can come to my blog and they can get it. It's actually the second one that I did because I had one that was more plain looking. I think it was like gray and blue or something like that. And people loved it, but I actually thought it was kind of plain compared to a lot of the other printables I have on my website. So I made a new one. Oh, here's the old one. It's all blue and pink. And it did really well. So I figured, and I wrote about this in my ebook, I'm not all about recreating things that already work for me. So people liked this water tracker. I knew they were going to like another water tracker because who doesn't want more? And the same people aren't seeing the same post. So I wanted to give myself more chances to be found in Pinterest for people who are looking for printable water trackers, or however they were searching for it on there. So I'll show you what the original one looked like. When you come here, you can see it has 1,500 pins, which is pretty good just for a little printable. And that's all this post is. It doesn't really have any other point to it other than sharing that I write about weight loss, that drinking water is important to weight loss, and then to just give them the free water tracker. I don't require them to sign up or anything for it. It's really just a way to get people to my blog. So when I create it, what I do is I upload, you can see right here, this is just an image of the document I created. I upload this to my WordPress, and then I hyperlink it to a Dropbox file that people can download. So if you click on it without hitting the pin it button, if you click on it, it will actually take you through a bit.ly link so I can kind of track and see which ones are more popular. That's why I put it there. To a Dropbox file, which is just a PDF of the printable. And that's literally all I do to deliver the printable to my readers. I guess you could set it up via email using ConvertKit or Aweber. I have never done that, and I probably will sometime in the future, but for now this has worked for me for a long time, so this is just how I do it. So as you can see, they can come here, they can download it. I think they do have to have a Dropbox account. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, I have never had a single person out of thousands of people who got my printables complain that they had to create an account to get it, and I figure if they don't want to create an account, then they'll just go, they'll close out of it and go get another one. So anyway, that's how I distribute it to them, is through Dropbox. And just to show you a little bit about the format, I always, because I know different people, especially different ages, interact with your website differently. I know a lot of people are looking for a link to click on and not necessarily an image, especially if they're older. And I find that a lot of people who come to my website, especially for printables, obviously are on desktops because they have computers hooked up to printers. And a lot of times those are older people or less tech savvy people. They're not printing it from their phone or anything like that. So, oops, I accidentally clicked on that. So I like to give an image for some people who understand that you can click on images, but then I also like to give a clickable link that does the same exact thing through the bit.ly link. It takes them to Dropbox to download the file. And that way it's kind of a fail safe that, I tell them click on the image below to download it right here. But if they don't even get to that part and they want to click on this link, then they can do that and they can get the file. And then, so that's basically it as far as the post itself goes. So let me close out of there. And I'm going to show you where the one is that we're going to go over today. This was actually, if you notice, the other one was actually just called Free Printable Daily Water Tracker. This one is called 6 Healthy Lunch Ideas because it was part of a sponsored post that I did for Healthy Choice, and they wanted me to be creative and write about healthy meal choices. And so I wrote about 6 healthy lunch choices under 500 calories, but I knew that it's important to them to get eyeballs on this post, and I knew that the water tracker would do really well. So I created one for this, and that's actually what I pin. In addition to just the image at the top for the 6 lunches, I actually pin this daily water intake pin, and I also pin the actual PDF image to help people find me in Pinterest and to get traffic to this post. As you can see, it's not pinned as many times, but it actually, even though it doesn't have a ton of pins, it gets a decent amount of traffic every day. So I'm not sure exactly how that works, and maybe I need to look back at it. It's possible it's being found in search engines. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that really quick and kind of give you a background of why this post looks a little bit different than the other one. So let's go in here. Okay. So this is the file itself, and as you can see, I have created a header section. And if you're familiar, I'm assuming you're familiar with Excel, and if you are, you'll recognize these features. So this is right here where I've merged some cells together, and then I centered the text, and I wrote Daily Water Tracker in all caps, made it a pretty color, and then I came around the header section and I inserted a line. So I think I went here, right click, up here, and put a border. So thick border around the top. And then I made it pink by formatting the border. So format shape, line color, there it is. Format shape, line color, and then I made it the pink that you see right there. Then I came down and made a bottom section, just because I needed to fill up the bottom. I wanted to tell people in the post to drink 14 glasses of water a day, so I needed to fill up the bottom section. So I put another pink box at the bottom and just put the word notes there so they could take notes if they wanted to. I put in very, very light gray, if you can see it, I put Printables by whatmommydoes.com just to kind of brand it. So if somebody prints it out, they can remember where they got it from. And I find that over time, that really helps, because I can see people searching for me now, and they'll say in the search term things like Printables by What Mommy Does. I'm pretty sure they're getting it from the printouts that they have for me or that somebody showed them. So I think it's just a little thing you can do that will really help you. So to create this, all I did was I chose the colors I wanted. And then I, put the dates across the top, the numbers across down the left side. And then these shapes, they're the only tricky thing, is I went up here. So let's pretend there's not a shape. Let's delete these last few. So let's pretend there's not a shape there. And then I went here and went Insert, Shapes. I think I got this thing. Yeah, that's what it is. That little guy. Shape Fill, None. Shape Outline, Pink. Shape Effects, no. Then I think I rotated it. Here, let's make him bigger. Rotate it. Bring it back down. So as you can see, look, that one looks bigger than the rest of them, but that's the general gist of what I did to create it in the first place. So I can't exactly get back the same dimensions, but you can see what I did here. And so then to copy and paste it, I selected the cell, not the shape. I selected the cell by doing Control C, or right click, copy, and then I went to the next cell and then Control V to paste it, Control V to paste it. And that's literally all I did. I made a row of pink. I probably copied the whole row of pink and then put it down in the next line. Actually, I'm not sure if you can do that. I probably copied one, put the one on the next line and made it green, and then copied them all the way across. Did the same for purple, copied all the way across, and then for yellow and copied all the way across. Then I bet came in here and Control C, copied all those cells, and then pasted them down here into the next row. So as you can see, you do all the work for the first few lines, you know, and get your colors down, you know, make it look the way that you want, get your header right, and then you're kind of done. Once it can fit to a page, then you know you have one page that would print, something that would print out on one page for somebody. So then what you do is you come in here and you save it, file, save as, but instead of saving it as Excel, which I always save it as Excel first so I can have it to edit later, but you save it as a PDF. Then you just come in here, let's say you save it to the desktop, Water Tracker Colorful, publish. Then you can go to your desktop, find it. Let's see, let's look up Tracker. Water Tracker Colorful. There it is. Open it up and look in there, you have your PDF. Then all you do is you take that PDF and upload it to Dropbox. Get your link from that. Create a shortened link if you want. That way you can do, you know, link up and track how many people are downloading each one. And that way you'll have your PDF to distribute. And to create an image, it's super easy. I literally open up the PDF and then I click Control and then scroll down. And I don't know how you do that on a computer that doesn't have a mouse, so don't ask me how to do that, but I'm sure somebody can comment and let us know. But I just do Control, scroll down to make the screen smaller. Then I do Control Print Screen. I take it over to Paint, which if there's an easier way to do that, please somebody tell me, but this is just all I need to do. Control V to paste it into Paint. Crop it down. I usually don't make it as tall to include all that white space just because it doesn't translate well against your white background in your blog. Crop it, file. Oh, I need to make sure it's the right size. So resize, pixels, and it's 565 by 697, which is fine. I like my images to usually be 700 to 750, but just so I don't mess up the resolution of it, I'm just going to leave it there. It's pretty big enough, and when you pin it on Pinterest, it'll still look pretty big. Leave that alone. Save as, and then you just save that. So let's just save Water Tracker image there. Oh, and you want to always save as a JPEG. I learned the hard way that having too many PNG files on your website is not a good thing, and it can really slow you down and make you exceed your bandwidth, and it's just not fun. So always make sure and save it as a JPEG. Then you come over to your blog post and you just upload your image there, link up your image, link up the hyperlink text, you know, write some stuff around it. Do some keyword research to make sure that you're talking about the printable, using the right terms that people would search, and then you're good to go. So that's basically it. I just wanted to show you the quick and easy way of doing a printable. And you know, the first one might take you a little while. Sorry, got cut off right at the last second. All I was going to say is the first printable that you make this way might take you a little while. But especially if you're going to include it in a series, really you do all the hard work up front. And then later on, all you have to do is open up the file, save it as a different Excel file, and then go from there. You can change the colors. It could, you know, make it completely different. You could make the cells a different color and then just save it and it'll be something different, and you can give that as another freebie to your audience. So anyway, just Let me know if you like this, if this is helpful. I can make more. I know all kinds of different ways. Bye.